Yeah. Feeling happy to be alive? Yeah. Good. I'm loving this space. And thank you very much for having me. My name is Chanti. I've got some poetry for you guys. So the first poem I'm going to share for you guys is a poem I wrote for Women's Day. And when I learned I could strike, so I wrote this on the train ride home. My boss was trying to keep that one a secret. I did not let that fly. I was like, you will not see me tomorrow, buddy. And this is what I wrote on a train. I am she, underpaid and overworked, bleeding blessings into the earth, praying to the bigger she. Protect, guide, and heal we. I am she. I am your mother, your sister, your daughter, your niece, your long-lost cousin. I am she, that mysterious woman, the one for which you do hunt and seek, your tongueless lover, your missing piece, your imbalanced yin projections of Yang's fantasies. I am she, woman, survivor of a lost genealogy, before bitten apples and written biases, before book, language and society, before every piece of land was claimed by men and their appropriately named history. I am she when the land was thick and wild and gold was a stone, dirty in comparison to our divinity. I am she, the stolen goddess, Mariella for the shooting, Helen to the Trojan, kidnapped, mutilated and silenced to be retold again, conducted by your orchestra, flute or the violin, virgin or a hoe, trophy or a saint, put me up on pedestal, either identifiable or naked as the floor, walk on me and step on me, yes I am she, your wooden plank, your cooking spoon, your brush to dust, your viruses, your good night baby, and get well soon. I am she before God grew a dick, before woman was sin, before you de-haired us and sold our fur, split our goddess into two, sell us now as mere pussy muse. I am she, the one that bore you, the one that soothed you, the one that fed you. I am she, the bloated belly, the unregarded nurturer, the planter to your seed, your invisible lover. I am she, underpaid and overworked, bleeding blessings into the earth, praying to the bigger she. Protect, heal, and guide we, for all we seek is balance. Wow. We love you. Big up to everybody that loves their mama and all the mamas that gave birth to us right now for us all to be in this beautiful room together, sharing soul and sharing words. Calm. Right, I wrote this next one when I was living in the heart of Babylon, London. Who's been to London here? Who knows about London? All right. You know how it's the heart of the beast as well, belly of the beast. So this one was what I felt at that point in time. Clear sky morning. Calm from its crisp, fresh opening. Until midday flirtation, two currents meet, both traveling in opposite directions. Afternoon sky, in your blue, the sun gets hotter, radiating hormones of warmth. The passerbys can't look up too bright. The sun's desire is a kiln oven, turning golden, gilding the clouds, haloing the cranes. Even skyscrapers creep with glass windows to peek at this sunset of sex. The sky can't take any more waiting. Sink sun into consumption. Take sun from body down, peach, gold and brown in complexion. Every minute is a goal. Sun lets the calling ride. Know there's a time to shine and a time to die. Sun, sky, you are I before eyelid ever opened. For before body formed, we were reincarnated, summoned, from formless into calling. Small sapling alive in sack of womb of fluid, warmth of blindness, floating in knowing before knowing. And each month that held you, squeezed you a little further, for the birthday is contracted, till it comes with bulbs and clinical coats, and your first sound is a cry, from warmth to sterile. Yes, you were washed of blood and bathed in institutions, given a holy anointment of name which culture crowned you as you, till you journey into remembering your sunset parents. Blood of molten star and sky, you came here and knew it wasn't going to be easy. You came here and knew that with your first blink you'd have to forget your infinity. You came here to experience yourself the subjective. You came here and in it you got so lost in the narrative. For before you were named, you were nameless, yes, wilderness made you. You offspring of sunset, you the long grass wanderer. For sun, sky, you are I before eyelid ever opened. Thank you. My next one's quite a mouthful, so I'm just gonna, get hydrated for that. Pour me water, holy water, bless up. Cheers to everybody. So this next poem I got for you guys, this is about as close as I'll ever get to a cover song, yeah? So it's not a song, it's a philosophy talk by a really cool dude called Krishnamurti. It's called The Real Revolution. I really recommend everyone listening to it, checking it out. He's got some very interesting ideas as to how we can tackle some of the problems that we're dealing with in the world today in a holistic, loving way. So if any of you guys feel inspired by this, please come and connect with me. I like to connect with people, collaborate, and try and make this world a better place. We are a product of the society in which we live, and there is nothing original. We repeat, repeat, repeat. How to bring about a change. How to break away from this hegemonic mold and be aware of what is. Of what is now. The small and subtle movement in the now of trees. The euphoria we pick in clear blue skies. And our mother, the placenta sea, who soothes and calms us with ocean belly. And here we stand now, knees deep in this present crisis, slamming words together as we attempt to wrap our tongues and not our minds in words like real revolution. Words that are empty vessels in our diction, as our diction drifts away to the slow heartbeat of crisis, crisis. The crisis, they say, is purely financial, but there is more to crisis. There is our present crisis of consciousness, a crisis that cannot anymore accept the old norms, the old patterns, considering what the world is now, with all the misery, all the conflict, all alongside an ironic advancement in technology. A quick view of the modern world has showed its characteristics to have been cultivated by the aggressive, the competitive, the self-seeking. Society's early skeleton was born from the cold, the callous, the self-rewarding. And in this resonance, we are born believing in our own paralysis. That the big they, big brother, big camera have made a mold too strong for us to break. When will we see it's only our belief that they control us, that controls us? We make belief in our own paralysis. For in this status there is only illusion of stillness. For life is constant movement. Life is vibrating. Life is quantum shaking. But denied the holistic picture, we're denied the understanding of our connectedness, and so we deny ourselves as collective consciousness. Conditioned we are to think in fragment. So all we see is fragment. And then claim to know the whole through feeling of the fragment. As Krishnamurti said, this world is a mischievous world, but how to solve the problem of hunger, lack of clothes, of shelter? They say that nation states will form solution, but nation states are no solution. Nationalism is rather the opposite of solution. My flag, my country, your country. And democracy parasitically lives off of this sectarianism. Campaigns that state that you are us and they are them, so vote for us, not them. How to break away from this fragmentation and move closer towards the holistic pulse of life with all of its order and chaos, beauty and complexity. We must let go of labels. We must let go of words that tell us that we are what we are, not what we have become. Words that market to us packaged identities. But most of us are caught in words, so how can we be free? If I say there is a God, I'll block myself. If I say there is no God, I'll block myself. If I say I don't really know, then I'll have the energy to go into it. Let's not corner ourselves in yes and no's. Let's reach awareness beyond words. For we cannot accept things as they are, nor can we use violence to revolt against it. But we can go into it with soul, knowledge and mind and find a way of living differently. But that depends on you. We've had faith in leaders, in churches, monarchs and democracies, but hope has no meaning at all. There is just an awareness of what is, an awareness of our power of consciousness. How we can create a radical transformation of the mind, but this will not come from waiting for Messiah, nor waiting as disciple, because in this there is no master, no leader, no savior, no, you have to. The universe lives within you. You are everything. And to understand that is to understand what is.